Hello, my beautiful Deep Soul Tribe. How are you today? Welcome to anybody who is new and welcome back for those who are returning. This is Deep Soul Tarot. I am Kelly. Today we're going to do a weekend read, the new moon read for the energies of the new moon, and see what comes up. See if we have any messages to help us what we're going through. The new moon is a time, it's an opportunity to start anew, to refresh, new beginnings. It's now, this is a good time to use this time right now to achieve your goals, or start a new project, whatever it may be. And during this period, you're advised to take time to reflect on your old goals and set yourself some new ones. Okay? So, this is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Even if in the beginning it doesn't seem to resonate, I do encourage you to watch the full video, because usually at some point in there, there may very well be a message in there for you. We are presently in Mercury retrograde. So at this time, there are delays as far as, especially in communication, delays in general. And I'm not going to go into, I did readings for every element and kind of each individual sign. Oh, God, I'm so sorry about the noise in the background. That's going to probably happen throughout the video because there's never a time when it's not quiet here. The outdoor noises are... my phone picks it up really well, unfortunately. So yes, I'm doing this on my phone, and it works great for me, but it does pick up the outside noise. So I apologize if that's distracting for any of you. I have learned to sort of ignore it because I try to focus in on what I'm doing, but I'll go back and listen and go, wow, that was pretty loud. Now I don't even know what I was saying. I think I was saying, even if it doesn't resonate, there may be messages in it for you. Oh, I've just done Mercury retrograde readings for each element sign, so the air signs, and I did an individual read for each sign in each of those. So if you want to check those out, they're on my channel. I have playlists, so you can find whatever you're looking for on my channel without having to search through videos or type things in. You can just go to my page, peruse through maybe the categories in my playlist, and find something that might interest you. And when you click on that, if something does, most likely, whether it be this video or one of those, that is the time that Spirit is guiding you to listen to that message and get a message in there. That is the time that you may need that message. So yes, this is a new moon read. The new moon, I believe, is Sunday. I would do that reading on the day of the new moon, but I live with roommates, and weekends are not possible for me to do readings. Weekends are nights. There are people here, interruptions, blah, blah, blah. So I'm doing it now. Anyways, okay, so let's get started. But anyways, this may not resonate for all of you, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What else? Oh, time is an illusion, and energy is fluid. So just because this is a new moon read, and you may be listening to this today, or you may listen to it on the new moon day, or you may listen to it some other time. Again, if you click on this at some other time, that is, you're being guided to watch the message at that time, and most likely there may be a message in there for you. Okay? Just so you keep that in mind, all right? These readings are usually, are timeless. In general, they are timeless, unless otherwise specified. But this is for the new moon energies now. So whatever comes up in this reading, some of it may have already happened, and it's giving you messages on how to move forward. Or maybe it's happening right now, you're in the middle of it, or maybe it's not going to happen yet. These are just the energies right now, and whatever's going on in your life, these are things in here that may happen in the future in your situation. All right, let me just shuffle a couple more times to make sure these are shuffled correctly. So this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. This is the book here. I bought this deck. This is a fairly new deck. I bought this deck specifically for moon phase readings, and in particular the new moon and full moon. I may start doing even in between, quarters in between, because, you know, the new moon, full moons happen every 2 weeks is the cycle. So, and maybe special moons that we may have in between. But I did use these for the Mercury retrograde read because these are like a special. Right now, these are cards that I use for special purposes. So I'm using this for the new moon read today, obviously. And so I'm going to pull an oracle card. And then I will clarify. And then I also have a couple of other oracle decks that I may use for further guidance. Okay? All right, let's get started. Enough of my blabbering on about this and that. I even have new moon music. That is specifically new moon meditative music in the background. So I'm using that for myself to meditate with, but I decided I was going to use that for the reading. Okay, Spirit. Let me make sure my camera angle here is a little funky, and I'm sorry about that. I hope you can see. Okay, Spirit. What messages do you have for us in this collective read for the new moon coming up on the Sunday, is that the 23rd? I don't even know what the date is today. Sorry. Yes, it's the 23rd. So my roommate's birthday is on Monday, and his birthday's on the 24th. So, it is the 23rd. The evening of probably the 22nd, we'll say this weekend, the 22nd and the 23rd, because honestly, it depends on where you are in the world and time zones and all that stuff. So I'm going to say for this weekend. So, and this reading is based for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then moving forward, the energies, again, are fluid, and these energies can move forward. Just a side note. Okay, Spirit. Yes, Spirit. Our Spirit just said, I'm pretty sure the people who are listening already know that because they've watched other readers, okay? All right. Ooh, Spirit's in the mood today. It's in rare form today. Oh boy, get ready. Okay. One quick shuffle. Spirit said one more shuffle. Got the deck. Let me tell you. All right, here we go. What do you have for a Spirit? I'm not even going to mess with Spirit right now. I'm waiting for like a slap on the back of the head or something just out of nowhere. There we go. Spirit says, all right, I'm ready, okay? Let's get going. The Path. Ooh, I like that. This is card number 8. The Path. Look at that picture, y'all. Look at this. I hear the ladder to success. That's what popped into my head, the ladder to success. But the ladder is going up into, and it's like a mirror. Oh. All right, let me just, I'm getting a whole bunch of messages here. I got to slow it down because it's like, I'm hearing, take a moment to reflect on your life. Whatever it is you want to happen in your life. And this could be love. It could be work-related. It could be a lifestyle, a family home situation. You take it as it resonates. The Path. Take a moment to reflect. The path to success. So something in your past, reflect on something in your past, maybe even your recent past. Because with the mirror, I hear reflection. Something in your life has the answers that just happened in your life, has the answers to what path you should take. You may already have that answer within, I'm hearing. Very well. And this is, to me, I'm hearing that this is a whole brand new start, whatever it is. Interesting. Very interesting. And the person down here, because I was also hearing patience. Just be patient because it's going to come, whatever it is. But take a moment to reflect before you move forward. Interesting. Okay. Now, a lot of my readings I use, let's put these over here because I don't need these anymore. Let me just see what's on the bottom. Gratitude. I'm just going to, oh, let me read from the book too. I'm sorry. Just skip right over that. I'm in a habit of just doing it intuitively, and I forget all about the book sometimes. This way is open for you. The path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. We must be courageous and move forward. And the mantra or the affirmation is, I am open and responsive to the opening of the way. When we accept where we are, acknowledge what needs to change to grow, and begin to love ourselves more completely, the direction of our lives begins to change. We often decide we want to follow a more authentic way for ourselves, and our desires become more aligned with the needs, wants, and values of our true selves. Imagine we are lost in a dark forest and can hardly see. There is no visible path, and every way looks exactly the same. We feel burdened by shadows and are not sure we should even move because we are so paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Then the sunshine somehow breaks through as the clouds and leaf canopy, and there is a path illuminated in golden light. It is clear now. Sorry, had to turn the page. It is clear now the direction we should head. The path is not only visible, but it is inviting us forward. And so, instead of just standing there, we can't wait to step on it and move forward. The path is lit, and now it is time to walk upon it. Wow, I like that. The path is lit, and now it's time to walk upon it. And that's what I'm hearing with the reflection. There's something in your life, and just as a side note, the 8 is the symbol for infinity. So with that, I'm hearing that whatever, and we'll see what the cards clarify, but whatever has happened possibly in the very recent past, or, very in the past, but not too far back. I'm feeling that it's close to something that's just happened recently. Reflect upon that, because I think you've gained some wisdom from whatever it is. And you have that within you. So take a moment to step back and think. But whatever it is, don't fear moving forward. Do not fear moving forward. Maybe the person here is a little hesitant to move forward. I'm hearing, don't fear moving forward. As I said, the path will be lit. And I'm hearing with that there are good things to come. For those of you who this resonates for, and of course that's kind of a general energy, so, it says a general read, but regardless, let's get a little more clarification with that. But anyways, as I was saying, I normally use the Gilded Tarot in my regular reads by Cyril Marchetti, which is a really cool deck. I really like the deck, which is why I use it so often. But this is a fairly new deck also. I've acquired some new Oracle decks and Tarot decks. And this one is called, and I'll show you the box, the Universal Celtic Tarot deck. The pictures are really cool in here. It's different. It's a little different than the Rider-Waite deck. So, which I like because when you're doing intuitive tarot or interpretation, it's kind of nice to have different decks, and maybe even for different readings, just so you can have, it's almost like you rely on your intuition more that way, if that makes any sense. And I always mention which decks I'm using in Oracle decks, because when I watch readers, sometimes I'll see decks that I like, or Oracle, and a good number of them, not all of them, some of them do, but some of them don't mention, or don't put in their description box or whatever, what decks they use or whatever. And sometimes I'll see one I like, and it's like, ooh, I might like to have that. And then I feel kind of, I don't know, I don't mind if you do that with me. If I forget to mention it, and you want to know what deck it is, feel free to ask me. I will, and I'll let you know. I don't mind, but I always feel like I'm pestering. I've done it on Instagram. Some people have done daily reads, and I'll ask, and they've been kind enough to answer. All right, Spirit. Cut the deck here, Spirit. And then, what messages further do you have for us about the path that we need to take for this new moon? For those of us who need the message, what messages do you have? I love this deck. It's easy to shuffle. It really is easy to shuffle. It's really smooth, just so y'all know. Okay, there we go. Interesting. I'm wanting to get some more decks and some more tarot decks and oracle decks. I have a good number right now, but I mean, as I say, you can never have too many. But sometimes you just feel called to use one or the other, and I just like to have options for different types of readings. Just for you all who are on a twin flame journey, because I heard the word mirror and I thought of that earlier, but twin flame journey or connection, I wanted to do it today, but my roommate will be coming back after her procedure. Can't get it in today, and can't do it on the weekend. I kind of wanted to do it today, but actually I wanted to do it yesterday, but I don't know what's going on with our internet connection, but the video I did yesterday, and if any of you are Aries, I haven't uploaded it on YouTube yet, but it's coming. I've already got it done. I just need to get it together so I can put it on YouTube. So that's coming. So if any of you are Aries, I've already done Pisces, so that's on my channel too. And next will be Taurus. So I'm going to go in order, Taurus and Gemini, but that's not going to be until next week. But anyways, so I can't do the twin flame reading today. But, you know, first I was upset, but I'm thinking maybe it's just not the time. So I'm going to try to get that in Monday or Tuesday. It may very well be Tuesday. Monday's a little busy. Okay, Spirit. Okay, don't get mad now, Spirit, but, you know, I mean, I'm sure you have more than just one card as a message. Right, Spirit? Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. What do we have on the bottom of the deck right now? We're going to work with this card. We're going to give Spirit a moment to think about what he might want to communicate. Judgment. This is beautiful. Judgment is a rebirth. It's letting, I feel like it's letting go of something or feeling free. I just see that. That's why I like this deck. See what I'm saying? He's on a dolphin or a porpoise of some sort, or he or she. This is not gender specific. I go by the energies of the card, or maybe, you know, who's in the picture of the card. So just so y'all know that these readings are in no way gender specific. So if I say he or she, it has nothing to do with your gender as a viewer. It has to do with the energies of the card. And we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Usually we resonate with more than the other, usually, regardless, again, of our gender. But anyways, this person is been set free. And if you see the people down here, they're not, in my opinion, are not actual, you know, people. And you may very well have people rooting you on in your life. But I hear that's more like spirit, or the, however you view it, spirits, gods and goddesses, however you look at the angels, if you're into that kind of thing, cheering you on that you've learned some lesson, because after this is the world, and the cycle is complete. Okay, this is a new moon. We just had a full moon. You went from the full moon to the new moon. And what I'm hearing here is within even that small period of time, within maybe 2 weeks, and it doesn't have to be 2 weeks, but I'm hearing it's been a very short period of time, you learned some sort of valuable lesson that now you're able to move forward and in a very powerful, positive way. And it's a rebirth for you. It's some sort of rebirth for you. And on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, which is basically a timeout or meditative time that you just spent thinking about this situation and maybe what you wanted to do, which is perfect during Mercury retrograde. That's what Mercury retrograde is all about. It's not really taking any actions yet because of delays and just the energies. And Mercury retrograde will go until the middle of March. And then there's like a shadow period after, about a week after. If you're not familiar with Mercury retrograde. And I'm not an astrologist. I am not an expert on this stuff. I've read up on some things myself. I would like to get more knowledge. So I'm going to start getting more into the moon phases beyond the new and full moon and the planets and things like that, because it does really affect your life. But I'm hearing you took some sort of time out. Some time alone. Some time to meditate and think. These are the swords, and if you're familiar with tarot, you know that. But for those who don't, it's about thoughts and communication. Maybe you don't feel like communicating right now. Well, underneath that is the Three of Swords. Maybe whatever happened was either broke your heart or was hurtful in some way. And I feel that it could have been a big way that it hurt you. But with that came the knowledge, the wisdom. You took some time alone and thought about it, but you came out of that. Because although the Four of Swords is about meditation and taking time, it's not necessarily a long period of time. You don't want to isolate yourself for too long. because sometimes you can be caught in that energy. You want to be able to move forward, heal and move forward. You know? Okay, Spirit. Here I am crowing about how these are easy to shuffle. I've done some readings. I don't know if I've done it on YouTube. I don't think I've used these cards on here, but I've done it for other people. And never had this problem. Okay, Mercury retrograde. All right, Spirit, do you want me to choose the cards off the top? Because that's what I'm going to have to do here. This is taking a little bit long. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more pulls. And, all right, we're going to take one off the top here. His Spirit is just not giving them to me. 6 of Swords. This is I have an app called Galaxy Tarot, and it gives you a card of the day if you're interested in that. It's kind of a cool app. You can get some little mini readings, but they give you a card of the day. This was my card of the day, so maybe this message also was for me. The 6 of Swords. Leaving something behind. And if you look, it almost looks like there's a person in the boat, or whatever that is, floating. And it's, it looks like, well, it looks like a person to me. I can't see. Yes, it is. It's a person who's, it looks like they're dead because they're holding a sword, but it's like there's a cross on their chest and their hands are folded. If you're familiar with going to a funeral and things like that, not to be morbid here, sorry, but basically what the symbolism is, it's something that is dead in your life that just doesn't serve you anymore. And you're moving away from that. You're moving from, you see how up here are the rough waters and here are the calm waters? You're leaving those rough waters behind and moving forward to calm waters. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what else we have here. That we can do. I'm using, I use different incense for different readings every day when I do them. And I'm using the moon. I have moon, which I didn't even realize was in there. It was like a really cool pack with 3 packs of different incense and then a couple of incense holders. And not terribly expensive either, so that's why I got it. I was like, oh, I just wanted the incense, but then I saw there were holders, and I didn't even realize what was in there, and then I decided to get it. And, I mean, I glanced at it, but I didn't know this was in there, but it's like moon incense, which I thought was really cool. And it smells really good, y'all. It really does. It smells clean and fresh. I don't know. Which is perfect for this. Okay, here we go. 9 of Wands. Okay. Something that, no, not something, you were going to give up on something. You were going to give up on something. Maybe this is a dream you had. And something happened that made you think that you couldn't move forward with this dream. Or something that meant a lot to you. So if it's a relationship, maybe, you were kind of hesitant about, you were going to give up, thinking that, no, this relationship just isn't going to work, or this job isn't going to work, or maybe you have a endeavor that you want to start, and you're about to give up. And there's a goblin up here, and in tarot, the goblins are, I have an oracle deck that touches on that. They are like little evil beings or evil voices in your head. Almost like the devil. Almost like devil's advocates. Not devil's advocates. Well, I guess it could be devil's advocates, but like little helpers. He sends out his little goblins of nasty whatever. Messages, happenings, to try to thwart you from moving forward. The devil energy thrives in that. Making people think that they can't do what they want to do. Make people have doubts. Or, there's other energies for the devil, but I'm thinking that this goblin got into your head somehow. And it could very well be what happened in the past here. But what I'm hearing again with this rebirth, this judgment card, is it may have stopped you for a little bit. And that's why, let me see what the bottom of the deck is here. And that's why you had the 4 of Swords. You had to think about, oh, yay! The Emperor. I'm not going to take these out because these may come up again in the reading. So I'm not going to, but the Emperor, you have taken control. You took some time out. You took control of this situation and said, no, I can do this. And there's your rebirth. Something was sparked within you. Beautiful. You're moving away from those rough waters, from that goblin, trying to put things in your head. Let's see what else. What do you have, Spirit? What else do you have here, Spirit? Feel free to have cards pop if you have specific things, but I will... No? Okay. He said, no, you can... You're doing just fine. You can pull it off the top. All right. Here we go. One more. We have the Eight of Cups. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Eight of Cups is... This card's a little different than the Rider-Waite. In Rider-Waite... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. That's the wrong card. The Eight of Cups. So you're really... Oh, the Eight of Cups is moving away from something that doesn't emotionally... And it could be a relationship. I'm so sorry. I got the wrong... I thought it was Seven of Cups. You see how the person is just moving through the water? And what I'm hearing with that is... You may have been caught in your emotions. And the little goblin... The little evil goblin, that energy, knew that. And was trying to mess with you. And was almost like pushing your buttons, if you will. You know? Making you think this and that. And it was bringing up emotions that then got into your head. That influenced your thoughts. Your train of, your thought process is what I was trying to say. What I like here is the person is moving towards the moon, too. And although it is a crescent moon, it's like it's just about to turn. I'm assuming since it's so bright, it might be a full moon. But regardless, being that we're going towards a new moon, I'm hearing something was illuminated for you. And those cups, you're moving past them. They just didn't serve you anymore. Whatever this was did not serve you anymore. And you're calmly walking through the waters, working through your emotions. And look, even with the branches, that could be like the goblin again, or the devil, trying to, with those twisted branches, trying to discourage you from moving forward. And you're just calmly moving like, no, I got this. I have control over this. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is choosing your path. And the runes, these are all runes here. They're lit up. There are messages that Spirit is sending you around you. And what I see is, that not only is this a deer, and deer is about peace and calm. There's a very peaceful, calm energy about deer. But it's lit up, so I'm seeing this as Spirit saying, have no fear. You've chosen your path. And now just wait, because what you've been waiting for, and under that is the Three of Pentacles, look. Mastering whatever it is, mastering yourself or the situation, whatever it is. You absolutely have a hold on this. Beautiful. Beautiful. This, for those that this resonates for, this new moon energy, I think, is going to, almost like, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but there's going to be like two entities, two spirits, and don't get freaked out by that, but holding your hands and lifting you up and saying, come, come. Move forward. It's okay. We're with you. Awesome. That's an awesome... I hope this resonates for me. I don't know about that. But, okay, let's see. We have Temperance. Beautiful. Again, peaceful. Balance. Self-healing. Here's the passion. The emotion. There's a calmness. You have balanced... I'm hearing you've balanced the masculine and feminine energy within you. The feminine energy being more of the love and the passion. And then the swords energy. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the, I believe it's the emotion. And then the pentacles is the more, it's a nurturing energy also. Be more grounded. And then the other side would be the passion of the masculine energy. The passion and the logical, thought process. You've balanced it all out, and it's just an even flow. So moving forward, your life is just going to flow right into place. It's almost like effortless from what I'm hearing. What I see your hair, I'm hearing that, if you can see that, the air is just blowing through you. It's just like like spirits are uplifting you. And, this is beautiful. This is beautiful energy. The Page of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. The Page of Cups is, and it can be a love offer. So I'll point that out. This is somebody could be offering you a cup of love. This could be, I'm hearing you maybe offering a cup of love to yourself. The Page of Cups is a very young energy. The Page is a messenger. He's got a lot of emotion. Sometimes he can be a dreamer, and which is not so bad, but sometimes so much so, though, caught in dreams and not seeing reality for what it is, just as a possibility. So you see how he's caught in the emotion. He's swimming among the fish, and it's like kind of like a fantasy world. So not that that's what's necessarily happening here. And there's the Three of Wands again, calling you on your path. To just wait for it, because at the end of that path is that deer, is a spirit and peace and a calmness. I'm hearing that Spirit is offering you, because he's holding a cup and he's holding the fish. It's like he's offering you an opportunity to offering a cup of love for you. So as I said, he can be a dreamer. This is maybe a dream come true for you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Star card came out. This is something you've dreamt about or longed for and wanted for quite a while. And it's something that's happened again in your very recent past. I mean, it may not be in your recent past, but I'm feeling it is. And again, take that as it resonates. But okay, one more card here, Spirit. A couple more shuffles. Here we go, one more shuffle. And the last card for this little pyramid here is Ten of Wands. All right, so the Ten of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck is carrying a burden. In this deck, that's why I said this is kind of cool, because it's a whole different concept. The person is moving about blindly. And with that, and you see how he's standing? He's standing on these wands with the runes in it. There's messages. And moving about blindly. So I'm thinking that whatever situation you were in, you were dealing with it blindly. You didn't really know which way to go, what to do. It was just, I'm going to use the word clueless. Not in a derogatory term. It's like you just didn't have the answer at that time. And it was such a burden for you, because you just wanted, what do I do? What do I do? And with this path that you've been on, you have now acquired that answer with the Rebirth and Judgment card. Or Judgment card, which is about rebirth. And the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, again, is a messenger. Has some communication or message for you. The Page of Pentacles is... He's very focused, and he's like he's like a student. He's very into learning things, or learns a lesson, and he's very focused on that. I think you've kept your focus in a way. And yes, the wheel. Here's the wheel underneath. So this is the bottom of the deck energy. The wheel is also about coming full circle. The wheel turns full circle, and you've learned a lesson, which is perfect, because the wheel is kind of symbolic again of the moon phase. So maybe from between, that's why I'm saying it's short term, maybe between the last full moon and now the new moon is coming, you've learned some sort of lesson. And as I say, and of course she's holding her belly, maybe you've learned that you're pregnant. Just saying, that might be for one or two of you. Maybe that's something you've wanted, and you thought you were never going to get pregnant. You know? And that may only be for one or two of you, if any of you, but that's quite possible too. But with the wheel, I always say when I do these, if you don't spin, you can't win. So you may spin the wheel, you may take a chance, and you don't win. Well, that kind of sucks, yeah. But if you hadn't tried at all, you had no chances of winning at all. But the point here is just keep spinning. Just keep taking chances. When they come up, I mean, maybe not every single one, but you have to take some chances. And I'm thinking that's what you did. And this time, though, because you did some meditation and thought about it, take your time. Take your time. Page Pentacles are very grounded. But the Page of Pentacles is a great student. You've learned some sort of lesson here. I don't know if you can see that here. I'm going to put both the Wheel and the Page of Pentacles right here. You've learned some valuable lesson here. And with that lesson, you may have been or hesitant about moving forward. But what Spirit is saying here, for those of you it resonates for, have no fear, move forward. Spirit is there for you. Everything is going to flow just the way it's supposed to. And you're moving to a more calmer period in your life. You know? All right, Spirits. I decided to use another Oracle deck, which I haven't really done in these readings. And I just felt called to use. This is called the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Very cool deck. By Denise Lynn. I use this one quite often. I do daily reads. I mean, today is a new moon read. But I do daily reads, and I use this a couple of times in the week. I use different decks during the week, Oracle decks during the week. Occasionally I'm not able to do a daily read. I didn't realize Monday was a holiday, so my roommates were home, so I didn't get to do it then. And something happened the other day. Was it yesterday? I think Mercury retrograde is messing with me because, like I said, the internet connection and uploading is just, it took so long. I was like, well, I can't do another reading now because it took all day. Then my roommates were home. All right, Spirit. What message do you have for those of us in the collective today? What further message do you have for us? Maybe some advice moving forward, if you would, please. To close out this reading. What message do you have for some of those out there that need the message? As words of advice or wisdom? All right, here we go. All right, and this is for, as I said today, for February 21st through the 23rd. So this is my weekend read. Fridays I do weekend reads. So the energy through the weekend. And then moving forward, of course. Okay. And so for those of you who... We got two. For those of you who may be on a twin flame journey. Like I said, I am planning to do... It's most likely... I mean, I may do it Monday, depending on how my schedule goes. But it most likely will be Tuesday. For those of you on the journey, as myself, I am, it would be interesting to see at that point in that reading. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do like both male and female in the reading. Is it kind of a mirror type thing? Or do them separate? I'm not sure. But it may just be one reading. And just see the energies and see if you are on a twin flame journey to see, how that plays out with this information. That's why, and I'm going to say this right now, but that's why it's good to, if you're watching this, even if it doesn't resonate, but particularly if it does, to subscribe. So I encourage people to subscribe. I'm not going to say subscribe, because if you don't want to, you don't want to. I like to give people the option, if you would like to subscribe. I encourage you to do it, though, because if anything, just do it just to hit the bell button. And then with the bell button, which is right next to it, if you don't know, it's right next to you. Just subscribe, and there's a little bell icon thing on the side that you can hit. And it'll give you notifications of when I do further readings. So, for example, if you are on a twin flame journey, I'm like, oh, I'd like more information because I'm wondering about my twin flame. Well, then when I do happen to do that video and upload it, you'll get a notification. So, and like I said, I do zodiac signs. I'm doing monthly. I just did Pisces and Aries, and I will be doing Taurus and then Gemini. That can also give you further information. So it helps you out in the process. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and the bell button. And of course, if you do like this, please hit the like button and comment and share if you so would like to. But I'm just saying, because it's actually helped me. Where I've started watching someone and they're new to me or whatever, and I hit that and something pops up on my feed and I watch that video just to see, and it turns out that a lot of times that one really resonates. Maybe the first one kind of resonated, but wasn't the whole thing. So I'm just saying. So your cards, and I'll stop talking now. Happiness, which is beautiful. And you see the dolphins there? I'm just going to point this out. Dolphins are porpoise, and we'll see there. Happiness. So for those who it resonates for, oh, and forgiveness. Interesting. And with that, though, I'm hearing forgive yourself. And let's see what the book says. But you may have someone to forgive, and that may be both of you. You may have to forgive yourself and the other person. But I'm going to say that forgive yourself for whatever reason. So, let's see. Happiness. We'll do happiness first. Our sun is at the center of our solar system. Our planet and our lives revolve around its cycles of light and dark. Our inner and outer biological rhythms, as well as the rhythms of every animate and inert part of life, are ruled by this celestial force. In the far past, the sun has been thought of as a god. Traditionally, it has been associated with happiness, joy, hope, enlightenment, illumination, truth, cheer, warmth, and goodwill. Additionally, sunlight is an expansive force. When something is heating up by the light of the sun, it enlarges. Without the energy of the sun, things contract. The sun carries the deepest energies of expansion in life. So to receive this card is to know that you are expanding. And there's more to it. There's a message for here, but I'm just going to say you're expanding. You're moving forward. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward because you're going to get some sort of happiness out of whatever it is. And I'm just going to point out when it says that the sun is at the center of our solar system and our planet, our lives revolve around its cycles of light and dark. So I'm thinking also the cycles of the moon. How we're moving to, as I said, a new moon is coming Sunday or this weekend. And we're in Mercury retrograde right now, which the planet isn't actually moving backwards, but because it's moving much slower and the Earth keeps moving, it appears as if it's going backwards. But it does affect the energies of our everyday lives, really, in different ways for each of us. And we're all individuals. We all have individual paths. It's going to be different for every single person. It could be something like a traffic jam. You're trying to get to your destination, and now there's a traffic jam. So for any of you who have things to get to, like work or whatever, right now, during Mercury retrograde, plan for delays for anything. Flights, whatever. So go a little early. Give yourself some time. All right. So the sacred landscape wants you to know. Click your heels and shout for joy. The signs are with you. Let your light shine. Abounding good luck awaits you. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding. Opportunities are emerging. This is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully. Embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much, too fast can be overwhelming. And again, the hesitation of the person here. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's like I said, Mercury retrograde. Think about what direction you want to go and start moving forward. Just a little at a time. You know? Sometimes all it is just baby steps. I don't know. I'm hoping this resonates with a lot of you, but I'm feeling that it does. And this can really apply to basically any situation. You know, you think about what's going on in your life and take the messages in here and really sit down and think about it and digest. Maybe come back and watch the video again. Because many times I'll be listening to a video and sometimes I'll go back and, depending on what it is, and go back and listen and say, well, what did that person say? I'll listen to the video again, and all of a sudden there are messages that somehow I missed them or didn't quite get them. Again, maybe that wasn't the time for me to receive that specific message. All right. Forgiveness. As the sun, I'm trying to adjust the pager. As the sun sinks behind the horizon and the reds and oranges turn to the lavenders and deep purples of the ensuing night, the day is complete. Sunset signifies that a new cycle has begun. As each star emerges into the velvet sky, we enter a realm of the dark unknown, where magic and even the mystery of life itself seems to shimmer above us. To be regretting that the day is done, is to miss the glory of the starry heavens above. Turning page. All right. So here's your message the sacred landscape wants you to know. It is human to want to hold on to the past, our memories, experiences, and relationships. However, there can be times when we are carrying so much of the past that we can't fully see the present. Just because you had a pattern or a recurring challenge in the past doesn't mean that it needs to recur in the future. The key is to be willing and ready to simply and clearly let go of the hold that the past has on you. The past is gone, and it's okay to let go. The way to do this is to fully immerse yourself in the here and now. Be super aware of the sights, sounds, smells, textures, and energy of your present. When you do this, the past simply vanishes and the glory of the present emerges. I heard a bunch of messages in there. First, I'm going to say about the Ten of Wands. Just because you had a pattern of recurring challenges in the past. We may be carrying so much of the past that we can't fully see the present. And that may very well be what's going on in this Ten of Wands. You're carrying the burden of the Wands, the Ten of Wands, the burden of the past. And you need to let go of that. Deal with it. If you have emotions about it, be present with your emotions. You need to cry. Let that out. Acknowledge your emotions. Maybe something hurt you. You're sad. You don't want to let go. You're mad. They did this to you. You think whatever it is. They're not telling you to just disregard your emotions, but and just because you had a recurring pattern or a challenge in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. The past is gone, and it's okay to let go. That's what it was. Be super aware of the sight, sound, smell, textures, and energy of your present. And that's what I was saying. Let me put this down. That's what I was saying with the wands here and the runes. And the runes, if you know anything about runes, I'm not an expert. I'm definitely going to start. I'm hoping to get a set of runes. I don't know how expensive they are, so I got to budget this at some point. And I may even just do those readings or incorporate them in the tarot. I'm very interested in that, and I'd like to learn about it. I don't know a whole lot about it, honestly, to be honest with you. If any of you do use runes by chance, and you have some that you really like, feel free to put that in the comments. Or if you want to see them in readings, feel free to put that in the comments, and I will investigate that. And as soon as I can financially do that, I will think about that. But anyways, in the Ten of Wands, the runes, these are messages that I believe that Spirit is sending you. And it can just be something as a smell, a sound. And it may bring up past memories, sure, that may trigger you. But you work through that. Don't feel bad if it's triggered you. Okay, acknowledge. Okay, that triggered me. Why did that trigger me? All right, that's why it triggered me. What can I do to make peace with that and move forward? And it's not that simple, I know. It's easy to say. Believe me, I know. Still dealing with that kind of stuff. I'm being in a twin flame connection, you get triggers all over the place. And you have to deal with them, though. Because if you ignore them, it's just going to kind of fester, and you're going to be carrying that with you. And you don't want that luggage and that burden with you, because then it kind of blocks growth. It blocks moving forward. Okay, my beautiful deep soul tribe. I hope this resonated and helped you in some way. And I have no idea what I'm going to title this video. There's so many different good messages. I'm going to have to go back, watch this myself, and see again what really comes out and is like the focal point. I know the path is the focal point here, but as far as in the message, but I will do that. So when I do that, then I can upload this. But I hope it resonated. And again, I do encourage you to subscribe, and please hit that bell button so you can get notifications of when I do further videos. And if you feel like watching it, great. If not, that's okay. Wait for another one, that might interest you, or your zodiac sign, whatever it is that, you want. This channel is really about me getting the messages to y'all out there. Through Spirit is, using me as the channel, but really it's all about you and getting messages to you. So I really would like feedback on what you'd like, that kind of readings or things like that. And I'll put more of that content out if that's what you would like. As again, I say, this is the Deep Soul Tribe. This is our community. And this is a place where we can get together. And I'm going to be doing, eventually, things called, it's going to be on Instagram live. I'll do it live and possibly on YouTube. Deep Soul Tribe Talk. So we can all kind of hang out and chat amongst ourselves, talk about what's going on in our lives, and maybe get some information. I will do an energy pull and a read there, and just see at that point. But that's going to be in the near future, but not yet. But that is something. So, if you want to join the Deep Soul Tribe, hit that bell button so you can be a part of that too when it does come up. And if I get the runes, I'd appreciate you tuning back in, and I would love to get the messages to you if that's what you need and want. Okay. And again, if this did resonate for you, please hit the like button and definitely comment. I'd love to hear from y'all. And share if you want to share and get this out to your friends or family, whoever is into this or might need a message or some guidance. You just never know who it might resonate with. All right. All you beautiful people, have a wonderful weekend. Whatever it is you're dealing with, just take time to work through it. Maybe meditate on it and think about it. But you're on for those that this resonated for, you're on the right path. And reflect on things, but don't stop too long. Move forward. Move forward. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. And hopefully you will join me for my next video, whenever that may be. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time to do one today. I just might. If I do, maybe the Taurus read. So, if you're a Taurus, hit that bell button and you'll get that notification. Oh. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I hopefully will see you again soon. I hope you will join with me and us all at the Deep Soul Tribe. Bye-bye.